Hey guys, welcome back to Linda's Resin Room. So I started doing this and then I realized I didn't have my microphone on, so I have started over. And let me get this tablet opened. I'm going to attempt to try to do a fairy flower by Micah on resincourses.com. You guys see that? That's a fairy flower. That is what I'm attempting to try to do. I downloaded all the photos of these courses that I try. That way I can show you guys what they're supposed to look like. All I did was mixed up my resin, measured it out. I put 15 drops of yellow in here. I'm using the Dr. P.H. Martin's Bright Yellow. In this cup, I put 3 drops of True Blue. And that's where I realized that my microphone was turned off. So, this is going to be our red. I'm just going to put 3 drops in there. And this is Scarlet. Red's usually pretty strong too. I just know these colors will take over. And it'll probably all end up just being green anyways. It's usually how it ends up on me. Okay, and then for my white, I'm using Color Fun that I got from Resin Pro. This is very thin white. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's do 13 drops. This is going to be really heavy. It's probably all going to sink to the bottom. But we'll see how it turns out. And this, I do have to put in a piping bag because we will pipe this white and little dots all over this. Like I said, I don't know if I'll get it to turn out. It may end up just being an ugly blob of a mess, but we're going to try it. I did put my resin in the debubbler for 10 minutes. Bubbled it over. Had to clean all that up. It has just not been my day. Let me turn that heater off. Okay, let's see. Now, the clear. You're supposed to put white in the clear. I've tried this flower a couple of times and I keep forgetting the white, so today I said I'm not going to forget it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got my little baby white because that white's pretty clear. But I'm also going to put a drop of this violet in it, just so it's not just all white. It's not going to give it much of a color, but it will add a little bit. Kind of a pastel looking color. I just don't like solid white. The white that I do the dots, and I don't worry about it because of the color should change that anyways. Don't want it to be streaky. Alright. Now I'm going to set my little clear, white, purple, whatever you want to call it, to the side. And I'm just going to drizzle in these colors. Pour a little there, and then I'm just going to swirl it around. I'm going to get all of this color out of this cup. There's always quite a bit left in the cups when you do that. And hopefully with this mold, because it is a larger mold, that it doesn't, it does cover the whole bottom when I put all these colors in, because I don't know if it will or not. I'm just going to hope it does. I'll clean that stick off. Onto the side. Okay. I probably could smell a little heat gun. My heat's about to go dead. I've got another one though. I like 6 of those. Alright, let's do the blue the same way. Just drizzle it in. Okay. I'm just going to scoop the rest of that out right in the center. Almost. Okay. Clean that stick off. Now let's do a red. It's not as much red as there is everything else, but I do hope to get some red in here. And just dump that in there. Like I said, it doesn't, I'm not paying attention to how it goes in there. I don't care. Because like I said, she usually just puts all of hers in one cup, layers it, and then dumps it in. I just thought, well, I just didn't want to do it today. And maybe we'll get something a little different. Who knows? Alright, I'm going to give that color just a little heat. Alright, now we got a pipe. I hate piping. I think that's why with my blooms I just pour it out of the cup. I get better blooms that way sometimes, but sometimes the blooms out of the piping looks better too. I think I just hate fooling with the bag because of, as you use it, you gotta twist it back up. I'm afraid I'm gonna squirt it everywhere because of how clumsy I am. Okay, let's clean that one off. Alright. As long as I don't burn my bag. Give that another little torch there. Alright. And you can fast forward through all these dots, of course you know that. This just takes some time. To me it's just a very slow, tedious process. Making all these little dots. This is what I don't like about the bag. I feel like I'm getting resin everywhere. And trying to twist that bag up tight. I have a time with it. Get my little scissors. Alright. You can see where that is. I'm going to take off about halfway down. Oops. And you see what I mean? I about squeezed it everywhere. Alright. And then I'm just going to start dropping dots. Try to get them all over. You don't have to go in any special pattern. Just cover the whole thing with dots. Doesn't matter. It'd be awesome if this turned out today. So I've tried it, like I said, a couple of times, and of course it never does. And it's probably the resin I'm using, which this is a different resin. I haven't used this resin to try this. So I thought, why not give it a try? Get all these little dots going. The dots is what's going to make your flower petals. So we definitely want them everywhere. And this is such a pretty mold. This mold is from Pouring Your Heart Out. I love all of her molds. I have so many of them. I actually just got a bunch delivered yesterday. I have some ordered that I ordered a month ago, but I still haven't got yet. And I'm thinking they may be lost in the mail because they were in Charlotte, North Carolina on the 2nd. And usually when things get to Charlotte, I get them the next day. And still nothing. No updates, nothing. So I did ask. I haven't heard anything back. So I filed a missing package with UPS to see if they can try to track it down for me. I hope they can find it. I think I have about 6 molds in that package that I had ordered, and I would love to get them and try them. I did get them off of eBay, so I mean, it's protected by eBay. Oh, it just takes so long to do dots. I can't do them any faster. I'm so slow. I'm trying. See if I can get this to... And I'm barely squeezing this bag. I hope the colors don't muddy up on me. That's why I used primary colors, is to try to prevent that from happening. But, you know, sometimes it does it anyways. Doesn't matter how you try to prevent it from happening. And different brands of inks do different things. Some don't muddy, some will muddy every time. Stomach growling. I don't know why. Well, we're getting there. I'm going to have to roll this bag back up here soon. See if I can get this bag to tighten up any without losing the white. There we go. It's just kind of dripping out on its own. Barely using my finger there to get it to come out. Almost done. That blue's pretty, isn't it? I think all of it's pretty. I love the color. It would be awesome if this turned out. Have something good at least today happen. You know, in the center, she doesn't do the dots. She just kind of dumps it out in there. So I'm going to just pour a little in the center there like that. And see if there's any place that we need to go around and add some dots. Usually around the edge, it always needs a little dot here and there. I don't want to do too much, but I don't want to do too little either. Okay. Just going to put some in a few of these little areas that look like they could use a dot. Any place else you see, guys? All right, I'm just going to stop there. All right. Now we take our purple, white, clear push, whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to give that a second. All right, and we get in the center and we just kind of dump this to push those petals out. And I hope I'm not messing up the pattern. Oh, it's going to fill this whole mold. I'm hoping this turns out. I really am. Which I won't know until tomorrow evening, so I gotta wait till. I don't like to put these in my dehydrator because I am worried that it'll mess with the pattern and the movement of the resin, and I don't want to mess that up. So I do leave it alone. Now I've got to get a center in there, so let me just spritz me down with a little alcohol here first. Forgot to close up the baby wipes. It looks like it's moving back in, so that's good. Some resins move better than others. Some will, colors do we want to put in that? I got a little mixture of color I mixed up the other day. What is in this? Oh, this is just blues. Blue and green. Nah, I don't want to use that. Let's find us some stuff to put in there. All right, let's see. We got a little red, so let's do just a little bit of this red stuff here. It looks like it's got a little green in there and some pink. Come on, close up. And then this one is green and pinks. Maybe a little purples it looks like. So let's do just a little bit of that one. I do want some of this blue and silver. And there's little pearls and everything in these. Let's do a little scoop of that. I think that'll look pretty. And maybe this green looking color. A little of that in there. And then let's see what else we got. This is from Laura's Art Corner. It's called Mermaid Glass Glitter. I'm going to do a little of that. It's blues and greens. I think that'll be pretty. And then let's do this ruby red slipper glass glitter. Put a little of that in there. Give us some different contrasts. Okay. Now, I'm just going to shake this to mix it up. Get my spoon. And see if I can get a good little scoop of that. And put that right in the center. Do 2 scoops. And that looks like that's going to go down pretty good on its own. I just want to make sure I've got it in the center. And this will flatten out itself once it's down in there. Give it a little swirl. Don't want to mess with my pattern though. Alright guys, that actually closed in really well, that one did. Maybe that's a good sign. I don't know. Some days it's just so discouraging. Give it a little feet. Alright. Where's my little fish? I'm going to put the rest of this white down in our little, well, it's not a little fish, it's a big old fish. He's my little dump mold. So instead of wasting, I always have a big mold that I use for a dump mold. And this time it is Big Daddy Fish. That's we did Mama Fish the other day. So we will see how he turns out. I try to stick with certain colors in different dump molds. I'll have 2 or 3 going. That way I know that they will kind of go together a little bit, I guess. Now there's a little bubble down in his tail. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the resin down in there or not. I think it's going to go down beside of him. And my little fishy. Yeah, I can't get it. He's going to have a bubble. Dang, I hate that. Well, maybe not. There it goes. Looks like some of it's going down in there. Just don't want him to have a bubble. But I believe he's going to. Anyways, I'm going to leave him alone. Just let that white do its thing. I see some bubbles are coming out from the glass I put down in there. And the little glitters and what have you. Alright guys, we'll just let that do its thing. Let me turn this big cup upside down over here. And I guess I'll see you back for the demold, and fingers crossed this works. I'll see you guys then. Hey guys, I'm back. So this is cured. It's actually the next evening. Let's see if we got something close to a fairy flower. These pieces come out of these molds so well. Alright. Nope. Well, kinda. The yellow kinda took over, but I can see the petals in there. Maybe if I'd made the yellow a little bit lighter colored. So, it is pretty though. It's kind of tie-dyed, isn't it? But you can see the little petals. Alright, I'll try it again. Alright guys, I'll see you back for the next video.